I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Matt once again, welcome back to another video. There's another paid request, this time from Guillermo. And it's for a 2014 film called Animal. And this is a creature feature film that at the end of the day, it was there. There's stuff I wasn't really big on with the ending, like the finale. But it's a pretty basic movie with some rather good makeup effects, practical monsters, practical creature. I would say the first half of the film has some decent moments of direction. Interesting enough, this is executive produced by Drew Barrymore. I don't know why, how, what, but yeah, Drew Barrymore executive produced this. And one of the actors, which I don't know why she wasn't the lead, is Joy Lauren Adams. If you don't know who Joy Lauren Adams was the star of Chasing Amy, with Kevin Smith film. She's been in other stuff too. She was in Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. But I'm like, this is Joy Lauren Adams? And she's not even the star. She's just one of the supporting characters. I'm like, she's the one recognizable person in this movie, at least to me. I'm like, just make her the star. But I liked her. I miss seeing her in movies. I liked her in Chasing Amy. She did fine in Big Daddy, and I haven't seen her in a lot of movies lately, so I don't know. But okay, when I say it's basic, it's really basic. It starts with a couple people running. One gets dragged away. We'll see the rest of those people later. Then it cuts to about 5 people. They go up to the woods and they're going to backpack. And the actors are fine. The actors are fine. You have a guy with his girlfriend. And then that guy has a stepsister, and then she has a boyfriend, and then the 5th person is a gay guy. How do you know he's gay? Because he says he's gay. The 5 of them go up, and I guess you try to get to know him a little bit. At one point they find this marine backpack, but that never really comes back into play. Like, why is a marine backpack out here? That's not something you find willy-nilly in the woods. They never really go back to that. Like, a marine backpack. I don't know, just weird. It becomes nighttime. They find some bloody remains of the person that dragged away at the beginning of the film. And I'll say this, it doesn't take too long for the movie to get going, because it's a fairly short movie. It's like an hour and 20 minutes, if that. It's a very short film, so I give credit to that. And in these scenes at night, there's some pretty decent direction. For example, when the group hears a noise and they turn, and the director does this where it focuses on them, but then it tilts the camera a little bit. You know, little moments like that. Or there are times where the creature is revealed, what I wasn't expecting. And like, ooh, shit. Okay, like an effective jump scare. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a cheap jump scare, but that was rather effective. I like the way you did it. Not too bad. There was a few times that happened. I won't give them away, but that was pretty decent. And there's some decent bit of gore. When a creature kills someone, they'll dig into the stomach and see blood splashing. There's not a lot of variety in the kills, though. It's not like, well, this time the neck gets this, or the eye gets this, or a head gets torn off. So a bit more variety would have been nice in that manner. The creatures, I don't mind the design. They look a little bit like the creatures in Feast. People might not even know what that is. Feast was a horror film, a creature feature back about the mid-2000s, I think. I want to say 2005. I could be wrong on that. There's this program called Project Greenlight. It was a reality show where Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, I think it was Wes Craven. They would, who has a script, these are the director, who would only let to make a movie, would only help fund the movie. This was the one chosen, and you know, if you watch the show, like everything wrong, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. But then you watch the finished product. Feast is a pretty damn good creature feature flick. It's one of the better films of its kind because it's a very twisty-turny script that really kept you off guard. And it really brought the goods when it came to the creature effects, when it came to the gore and the splatter, and again how characters change throughout. It's a better than average script for a creature feature flick. And again, you weren't even quite sure who was the lead. You thought someone was the lead, but then they weren't the lead. And surprising stuff happened that you didn't expect to happen. Like Feast, anyone who likes creature features, I recommend Feast. Don't watch the sequels. They're fucking trash. But the first Feast is the only one you need to see. This creature, they kind of look like them. So I don't mind the look, I don't mind the design, and the practical effects are fairly good. But when I said basic, they get into the cabin, they find a couple people that we saw at the beginning of the film, one of them Joey Lauren Adams. They're trapped in this house, and pretty much they have to keep the beasties out. Some might be in the attic, upstairs area, or they might come through the basement. One of the people Joey Lauren Adams knows is the very cynical, we're all gonna die, we need to run. And it is pretty much that basic thing throughout it. And the action scenes, I would say, is a lesser version of Feast, where it's not as balls out, bonkers, crazy wildlife Feast was. Like creatures trying to get through, they use a little bit of mace to keep it at bay. One guy tries to run to make it. You hear him screaming through the walkie-talkie. But you don't know if he made it or not. Might have just been scared. And because it's so basic, like it was alright. Like again, like the acting was alright. The effects are good. It's a short film, so it wasn't boring. It moved at a decent quick pace. but I didn't love it. Why did I not love it? I gotta go into spoilers for that. So, spoilers. First off, like I said, you're hoping that it's going to go to another Balls Out level, Life Feast, or other movies. It never really doesn't. Like I said, the kills, pretty basic. Some of them are off-screen. Like Joy Lord Adams' husband gets killed off-screen. The gay guy later on, he gets pulled away. You just see a big splash of blood. Or if they get killed, it's kind of the same, dig into the stomach. Kind of the similar way. The stuff that gets brought up, and you kind of wonder why did they bring it up. Like the gay guy, he admits that he had a fling with the one girl's brother, who's also the other girl's boyfriend. Oh yeah, we had a fling. And even the girl's like, why are you bringing this up? Well, bring it up because there might not be another chance to bring it up. Okay, but nothing really comes of that. Nothing. Is anything accomplished from that? No. Okay, was it funny? No. I guess maybe to give that character the semblance of depth, I guess. Because the rest of it is, you go girl. Like, that really, like, limp-wristed type of gay guy. No, I was listening to Taylor Swift. Maybe that's the only reason? I don't know. That's the only one I could think of. That's their depth of that character. But, like, the other girl's right. This is the wrong time and wrong place to say this shit. And nothing really came of it. Like, yeah, I'm sorry for what I did. Or just, really, nothing comes of it. And the finale is kind of weak for me. It just, they make a trap to burn the thing. And you don't really see it get burned. Somewhere in the basement, the one girl's other side of this door. The doors are closed. Put some liquid, burn it, goes up. You see the room's on fire, and you just see the monster, yeah, like this. Then it just cuts away to the girl staring, and you just hear it burn. I'm like, really? You're not even going to let us watch it burn? Watch it burn, or explode, or melt, or anything? You literally don't cut away to the creature's demise? Which you only see the flames in front of it? Scared? I didn't even know it was fucking dead until they said it. And by this point, it's only that girl, this other girl, Mandy, who's pregnant, and Joy Lauren Adams. Oh, and the gay guy. And then there's a second monster who just goes on a spree and kills the other three. Dressed gay guy, kills him off screen, big blood, kills Joy Lauren Adams, right, pulls her back, and then kills who is our lead. So all I'm left is Mandy, who I don't give a shit about. This nothing white girl. Because that was nothing. Okay, the lead girl who was the one guy's stepsister. That guy was white, she was black. Okay, cool. They made that's progressive. But it wasn't in your face. It was like, yeah, the girl just happened to be black. But that never was part of the script. It was never part of the... It just, that's what it is, and they made her a character. Not an agenda, a character. Granted, it's nothing much to say about the character, but the actress did fine. I mean, it's very simplistic character, but it was alright. I've seen much, 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 much worse. I'm just saying, wow, see, that's a way of doing it. She happens to be black, but you don't fucking like, hey, you that. And she did more than this white girl who's pregnant didn't do shit. She was pretty much useless the entire fucking movie. And she's the one who survives. She escapes, runs over the second monster, drives away, and you realize there's a third monster, and there's probably more monsters out there. Because the third monster looks at the dead body of the second monster, and then the movie's over. I'm sitting there going, yeah, they kind of... This finale sucks. This finale kind of sucks. I mean... one of the characters I didn't give a flying fuck about is the one who survives, and she didn't do much of jack shit. I guess, she ran that second monster over, that's it. I mean, if it was Joy Lauren Adams, or if it was the other girl, I would have preferred that much more. I don't know why Joy Lauren Adams, why couldn't she be that girl? Oh, because she's old. Oh, because old people never get pregnant. Old people can't go through that. There's no reason. Joy Lauren Adams could have easily been... Because I just think she's a better actress. And give her more to do. If you want this to be the last remaining survivor, give her more to do throughout it. She didn't do shit. But I'm now supposed to care that she's the last survivor. Now I'm supposed to give a shit. Just because she said, I'm pregnant. Okay, you're pregnant. Now I care. In real life, yeah, I mean, of course in real life, but this ain't real life. That's for me, it's a very basic, you know where some things are going, like the one guy who's very cynical and says, we're all going to die here, and you know something's going to be up with him, and of course it is. And you probably know he's going to get his comeuppance from the creature, and he does. So, like, that bit is predictable. And there's just enough... I guess their twists and turns is... Who's going to survive? And there's a second monster. That was the twist they could come up with. So, I mean, like I said, it's a very basic... middle-of-the-road... creature feature... that has some pretty good effects. Direction's not too bad. There's really not much to the characters, as little as they try to do, but the acting is fine. The acting is fine. The third act is rather weak. If it was a strong third act, I would have been even nicer on the movie. As is... time waster at best. I didn't hate the film, but it was a time waster at best. So with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.